83, right?
Yeah.
They're packets all in 10s. Then I've got 12 packets of those with 9 packets.
Hello everyone, my name is Tom and welcome back to another video. This is Tom Sawyers 95. If you are new here, this is a series of videos I like to call a week in the life of a part-time eBay reseller. And in these series of videos I like to document my eBay journey with you guys and show you exactly what I picked up, what I sold and how much I sold it for. Now along the way I do go to shops such as charity shops, retail stores, even car boots when they're open, and I like to buy things as cheap as possible and flip them for a profit. Now to kick the week off I would usually go over the weekend sales and tell you everything that's sold on eBay. However, I usually do this on a Monday and it's Saturday today, and the reason for that is because I went shopping today and I've made quite a few pickups, so I'm going to jump into the pickups first and just split the video up a little bit differently this week. So rather than go straight into sales, let's just get into some purchases and pickups and I'll tell you where I got them from, how much I paid for it, and basically how much I'm going to sell them for, and hopefully make some profit along the way. So today I decided to go charity shopping at my local town centre, and I popped into 2 charity shops first and I got 2 items from each of the shops, so there's 4 things to go through. So let's go with these ones first. So from the first shop, this was British Heart Foundation I believe. We got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the second book in the series, for £2.50. Now it's not a great price at all, but I do have a lot of Harry Potter books that I've been meaning to bundle up together and try and sell. And I only really buy these if they are the first editions or first prints. So this is a first edition of the book, but it's the 40th print, so it's not got loads of value, but it's still a first edition, and you can tell this because it says copyright J.K. Rowling 1998, copyright cover was in 1997, and this edition was published in 1998, and it goes down to 40, so if it goes all the way down to 1 you've got a first print first edition, if it goes down to 2 you've got a first edition second print, and whatever the last number is essentially is what printing run it is from that edition. So this is the first edition, but unfortunately it's the 40th print. So there's obviously been 39 other print runs of this book before this, but it's still a decent copy to pick up. Now it only sells for around about £8 to £10, but as I said, I've got a bundle of these I need to sort of pair it with and hopefully sell it off. So what I want to do is try and get a paperback bundle of first editions and then a hardback bundle of first editions, and then try and sell them as one big bundle, and then any that aren't first editions I'll just sell off as a bundle of Harry Potter books, and they won't go as much, but hopefully the first edition ones will go for a premium. So that's why I picked that one up. The next one from the same shop was this, I believe it's genuine, as in I don't know if it would have came from like band merch from the actual gig back in the day or whether it's just from like a retail store, but the label on this jumper is very old, and it is an Anthrax jumper. Now I can't say I've listened to this band myself. They are on sort of the same spectrum of bands that I would listen to, and they are at festivals and stuff that I'd usually go to, but I can't say that I've listened to them. So the jumper on the back says, "Nothing touches me, I'm a walking razor blade." So yeah, a bit dark on the back. And the front says, "In my world." Now I don't know if I'm assuming this might be like an album title or maybe like a tour. But if you look at the label in there, it's very old. Now it has got a rip in it, but that is an old label if I ever did see one, and that was £8. So band merch doesn't really sell well for me, especially on eBay, depending on what band it is, but the bands I listen to, whenever I try and sell any of my old shirts, if they don't fit anymore or anything like that, they take forever to sell and they go for like £4 or £5. So I was a bit apprehensive about paying £8 for this, but I looked on eBay and t-shirts and jumpers of this band were listed very high, and something like this, I couldn't find the exact same one, but something similar, I reckon I could easily be touching about £30 for that. So I'm going to be aiming quite high on that one, and I can always reduce it over time. Now in the next charity shop next door was Cancer Research I believe, and I found the one pair of shoes which I'm going to go through now straight away, and they're quite cool. There was nothing else in the shop, and just as I was about to pay, they had like a little like £1 kids rack of like clothes and stuff, and I found a pretty cool jumper, so I'll show you that as well. So the shoes are a pair of Nike Huaraches, I think they're called, and a Nike Air Huarache triple white I believe, and these are from memory an OK size, yeah, UK size 7. Now they are genuine, I have looked up the code, so for those that don't know, inside the label there, I'll probably maybe put a picture on screen or something, but there's a 6-digit code followed by a 3-digit code. Now I believe the 3-digit code on the end is the colour of the shoe, and the 6-digit code is the sort of shoe identifier, so to speak. So this one was made in 2017, made in China, and it's got the 6-digit code followed by 101, which would be triple white. So it all kind of adds up, so it looks legit, and they're really clean, to be fair. There's a few little like marks and stuff on them, but nothing that can't really be cleaned off. There's no mud or anything like that. There's just a few like They look like they've been cleaned and there's just a few stains essentially. So the shoes themselves, pretty decent, plenty of life left on them, so they're not perfect, but these, when I looked them up, were going for anywhere between £60 and £100 in like a decent adult size. Now in this condition used, I'd expect about 20 quid, maybe 15, but I'm going to be aiming for about £20 on those ones. So decent markup on that from a fiver. And this jumper I haven't looked up, I just guessed that it was going to be worth something. I'll probably list it for anywhere between 6 to 8 quid plus postage. Maybe a little bit higher. Now it may be a Christmas jumper, in which case it probably won't sell for a long time, but it's a Minecraft jumper and it was only a quid, as you can see from the label there, and it's Mojang and Xbox or Microsoft, sorry, on the label, so it's a legitimate jumper. I'm not sure where it would have come from, but it's 11 to 12 years, and the Minecraft on there is actually embroidered, so it's quite a nice quality material one. And yeah, it's got all of the characters and stuff on the thing, on the sleeve, and then on the back is plain. So as I said, probably about 6 to 8 quid on that one. I don't know. Okay, so it is a Primark special, which is a bit annoying, but it's still branded, it's still a decent jumper. I had a feeling it might be Primark actually before I even looked in the label. So Primark tends to do a lot of branded stuff, but I thought as it had Mojang in the label that it might be like an Xbox or something store one. But no, it's Primark special, so that would have probably been about 10 quid in Primark, so maybe 5 to 6 quid then after fees and stuff on that one, but still decent for £1. So those are all the charity shop pickups, and then I went into my local game, and unfortunately it's closing down. So that store has been there for about 20 years, and I remember going in there since a kid, and as long as I've been going to that shopping centre, that game has been there, and it's a staple of the town centre, and it's finally closing down, which you could all see coming really. They've turned into like a toy shop, and I thought it's Mike Ashley who's the owner of Newcastle United, or former owner, and he owns Sports Direct, and it turns out that it's a different guy, and Mike Ashley's handed it over to him, and he doesn't believe in physical media and physical games and thinks everything's going digital, so they're not having any more stock in, that's it, and they're closing down in a couple of weeks. So they're having a 20% off sale on certain items. They didn't say what, they said they don't know what item it is, just pick what you want, bring it to the till, and we'll tell you if it's 20% off or not. So 20% for a closing down sale is not fantastic, but there was a few things that I picked up. So the first one was this Imaginext Buzz Lightyear set. Now this movie flopped hard and the toys aren't really worth a lot, but this was £9.99 and they had it on sale for a fiver, and with the 20% off it only cost me £4. Looked on eBay, these go for about a tenner plus postage, so I can get a couple of quid profit on that. So I picked up 2 of these already at the start of the year, and they sell for around about £3 each. As you can see, they're only £2.99 anyway. I think the RRP originally was like £6 or £7.99, and they're essentially just like cubes that you can break open, and there's a figure inside. Now these are on sale for a quid, and with the discount they're 80p. So I picked up 2 of these already at the start, as I've mentioned. So there's 4 now. So I'm going to list them as a bundle of 4, edit the listing, and change it to quantity 4. And take a picture of all 4 of them. So I think I've got those listed at like £8 plus postage, so I could probably now ask for around £12 or £15 plus postage. So I think, fingers crossed, that helps it sell. Now the next thing, I will probably do a video unboxing on this, and these will be for my own personal collection. I might sell them afterwards, but the unboxing video is something that I want to do for YouTube, and I was tempted to buy these already when they first came out. But as they are in the clearance or in the 20% off sale, I thought these are quite a good price. And these are Topps Chrome Formula 1 cards. Now I am a Formula 1 fan. Now it did mention somewhere on the back that it has F2 and F3 cards in there, but potentially at the bottom it says F1, F2 and F3. Now I don't watch F2 or F3, so if those racers are in there, then I don't know what the hell they're going to be called or who they are, but I know all the racers for that season, so hopefully when I go through the cards and do an unboxing I don't butcher the names and stuff, but I'm looking forward to seeing what cards are in there. They did have a second box, but I thought I'll try the one box for now, because 24 quid, and there's probably only 4 cards in a pack, and you only get about 8 packs in there. There's only going to be about 34 cards, something like that, some stupid amount of low number of cards in here. So the Chrome cards are a really good quality set of cards, but that means you don't get many in there at all. So there might be some good pulls, so if you're interested in Formula 1, keep an eye on the channel, because I'll be unboxing those at some point. Now the next item I picked up is a really cool statue and figure, which I won't be keeping because it's too big, and I'm not really a big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. You would have seen it as I just picked it up. But this is a big tail statue, and it was £80 and it was on sale for £40. Now unfortunately there was no 20% off on this one, this was standard price, But for 40 quid I looked on eBay and they're listed for around £70–80 plus, and this is still sealed in really good condition. Now one of my best mates is a big Sonic fan, so I'll probably offer it to him first, and if he wants it for the £40 I paid, then I will do that. But if not, I could list this for around 70 to 80 quid and hopefully make about £20–25 profit. So there was 2 more stores that I went to. I went to CEX and TK Maxx. So I picked up a couple of clothes and 1 game on the PS5. So this game was 52 quid, so I potentially could have got it a bit cheaper, but I looked on eBay and I couldn't find a listing on eBay that was cheaper than than the £52 I paid that came with all of the stuff that's in this one. So I decided to pick it up, and it is in good condition, to be fair. So this is Tomb Raider 1–3 Remastered Deluxe Edition on the PS5. Comes in this lovely gold case. It comes with a remastered soundtrack of the greatest hits. A really nice art book in there, which is the Exploration Map book. So presumably it's got all the maps and stuff from the game, yeah, as you can see on there. So that's pretty cool. The game itself, now I'll probably be selling this on eBay, so this sells for around about 25 quid. Second hand maybe about 30. The remastered set of 4 to 6 has just come out. What the bloody hell was that? So this was inside of the game. So one is get 20% off on the Lara Croft Tomb Raider store, and the other one is the official soundtrack, probably download code, so you can get it digitally. So that's what that was that fell out. And then you've got the disc in there as well. Now I have this on a digital download that I bought last year on Valentine's Day for my girlfriend. She's a Tomb Raider fan, and it came out on the same day, and it was £24.99 on the store. So I have a download copy of this. So what I might do is keep all the bonus stuff for the collection and then sell this and recoup some funds, and then if this goes cheaper in the future, just pick it up for like a 5 or 10 and put it in the box. So I might sell this for like 20 quid. But the last thing that came in here is this gorgeous steelbook. So you've got Lara Croft on the front there, and then a compass on the back, and then it's even got some artwork in front. So in terms of fan service, this is a beautiful, beautiful collector's edition. Now I didn't particularly like the game myself. I did play it with my girlfriend and it was so difficult. The tank controls are absolutely awful. Modern controls aren't great either, and I just really didn't get on with the game, but I know my girlfriend loves it, so I thought I'd add it to the collection. And I love steelbooks, and it's a really nice collector's edition copy, so I will be adding that to the shelf. So that was what I picked up from CEX, and then I went into TK Maxx and I bought quite a lot of clothes for myself, but there were 2 items which I picked up to sell on eBay, which I just need to quickly find, and then I will come back and show you what they are. And I'm back. So first one is they're both at Bershka, which is a high street store, and the TK Maxx price was £5.99. Now I'd imagine they're better quality clothes usually than like Primark, and Primark would sell these sorts of clothes for at least £8 to £10, maybe more. So I'd imagine the retail would be about £12 to maybe £16 on these t-shirts, and they were £5.99 at TK Maxx. So the first one is this Godfather t-shirt. Now I've not watched the movie. I know I should, and I probably will. It's on my list of movies to watch, but as a result I'm not going to wear this shirt, and this was only £5.99. So the logo on the front is embroidered, so I feel like I could sell this for at least 12 to 15, maybe even 20 quid, and it's still got the tags on as well. So happy to sell that on my eBay store. And I was tempted to keep this myself, but I love this band, but I also don't love this band, if you know what I mean. Like, I like them, but they're not on my playlist and stuff. Now this is £5.99. Unfortunately there's no like brand new like label on it, but it has got the TK Maxx label, and that is a Bershka t-shirt as well, and it's Slipknot. So Slipknot have just toured about a month or 2 ago in the UK, so it's unfortunate that it's that sort of, it would have been relevant 2 months ago and it probably would have sold really well. But even so, it will still sell quite well. They're a really popular band, and that was £5.99, so if I can get about 15 for that as well, I'll be very happy. As it's not got the label on it, as you can see there, it's just got the string, it hasn't got the like cardboard label. I'll probably maybe only get about £12 for that. But either way, very nice t-shirt. And I bought some stuff myself, but I'm conscious that the video is already really long and we haven't even started the week properly yet. But I'll quickly fly through some of them. So I picked up this Linkin Park t-shirt for myself. Absolutely love Linkin Park. This was £12 from Primark. I got myself just a nice plain white sort of patterned white t-shirt. These then were from TK Maxx. This was £9.99. This was just a black t-shirt as well. This one's pretty cool. This is kind of like a windbreaker slash shacket or jacket, and it's a Kerrang, like it's got the flame logo there, like a Kerrang, just black shirt. I really like that. That was 25 quid instead of 105 apparently. This one's cool. This was, I think, 12.99. And this is an antisocial t-shirt, and it says "Leave me alone" on the back, but that's pretty cool. I like the skull and the smiley face there. I like motorsport and Formula 1 and stuff like that, so there's this random, I believe this is from Bershka actually as well. This was only $7.99, and this is a long sleeve shirt that says motorsport on it, and then you've got all these like fake sponsors and flames and stuff on the sleeve, and then on the bottom of the t-shirt there you've got more like sponsors and stuff, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then I got this plain black t-shirt with a UFO stitch on it. This is really cute. This was like £17, which is more than I wanted to pay, but I really quite like the sort of alien vibes on that one, and I just thought it was a nice simple plain t-shirt. These were what, £15 each I think. One was £5.99, so again this Bershka brand, they had lots of stuff there that were just super cheap. So this Bershka one, I don't know if it says how much it should have been. It's got the original tag on it, but it doesn't say the price, but the TK Maxx price was only £5.99. And I thought summer's coming up with a nice pair of brown sort of shorts or cream shorts. Those will look quite cool. And same with this one, very similar, but this is a different brand, and this was 14 I believe. So yeah, so if anyone's interested, those are the clothes I picked up for myself, and that is everything that I picked up today. Big haul. Quite a lot of money spent, but hopefully I'll make some money back on all the stuff that I bought for eBay, and then the clothes I bought for myself will hopefully become free, or it'll knock some of it off. Now before I forget, there's just one thing I want to go over, and that is the only sale so far this weekend. I'm going to get this posted on Monday. So this is a Nintendo Super Entertainment System set for coasters. I sold one of these last week and it's gone for £8 plus postage. I paid £3.50 for these in the Boots clearance, and they were £7 down to £3.50, 50% off after Christmas, and I picked up 5 boxes, and it's nice and easy to post as well. Look at that, straight in an envelope. Right then guys, it's Tuesday morning and I've sold 2 more things. So the first one is a Nintendo Switch game. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Maybe this one? Oh wait, they're all the same anyway. So I picked up 62 of these, and I have been selling them for around about £7.50 each. And this one has sold for £6.95 plus postage. So the next sale is a watch from the watch bundle, and these owe me £10 each, and it's sold for 25 quid. And this is a Rachel Galley bracelet watch, and the SKU is number 4. So I've just picked it out. And it's a very nice looking little bracelet watch. I've got about 12 of these, so I'm glad one's finally sold. Hey guys, it's Wednesday and I've got a few pickups to go over that I picked up on my lunch break yesterday. So I popped into town and I've got a few bits. So I went into, I think it was 3 or 4 shops, picked up some things, and then I went to Aldi today to do a food shop after work, and I picked up some other stuff as well. So I've got quite a bit to go through, and hopefully there's some good resellability in these items. Now, one item I'm going to keep for myself, but I did buy 2 of them, so I'm going to be selling one set and keeping the other set. So without further ado, let's get straight into what I bought. There's a great big bag here. So I'll start with the Aldi stuff first, and I picked up these 2 mega Pokemon sets. Now the first one is Charizard, and I was tempted to keep this one for myself, as I used to love Charizard when I was a kid. And the next one is a Pikachu Evolution set. Now I thought I might open this one and build it, but then I saw this one and I thought if I buy the 2 together and sell them together, I might be able to make a little bit of profit. So these were £12.99 each, and I believe I've listed them for £35 plus postage, so not a great deal of profit in them, but I did look on eBay and they were selling for around about £18 to £20 a set. So I thought if I combine them together and add a bit of postage on top, then I can undercut the other people. So hopefully someone wants both of these and my listing will work out slightly cheaper than if someone bought them both separately. So that was the first pickup. So I've mentioned this a few times on my channel, but I have been somewhat collecting the Prime bottles. Now I started this way back when Prime first got released, and there was quite a bit of hype around it. And then I kind of just got sucked in and started, you know what, why not collect as many as I can. I haven't got all the like super rare limited edition ones, but most of the retail ones I've been picking up as I see them and just adding them to a collection. And at some point I keep saying it, well, I will sell it. The problem is, the reason I haven't sold it is because they keep bringing out more and more and more. The problem is, the more they bring out, the heavier the package is going to be when I do eventually sell it. But over the last couple of weeks I've managed to pick up 6 new flavours, which is absolutely ridiculous, or 6 variant bottles, I don't know. But the first one I picked up was this Erling Haaland Prime. I believe all of these were between £1.50 and £2 each, so they're not as expensive as they used to be. But there's actually 2 Erling Haaland bottles, and this is the second version. I've got both of them. I don't even want to know how many Prime bottles I've got now. I honestly think I've got about 20 odd, and then I've just got another 6 here So I think there's at least 25 different bottles now. It's getting a bit silly, so I think I'm going to have to sell them at some point. Berry Breeze, this is just like a standard flavour, just a new one they brought out. And then we do have this UFC one as well. And not too long ago I also got Essential C Primes. That's 7 they brought out recently, which is just ridiculous. I don't know how they expect people to like keep up collecting them, but anyway. We've then got an orange ice, we've then got a red chill ice and a blue chill ice. So these were in WH Smith's this week, and these were 2 for £3. So I picked myself a Monster and 3 of these for £6. And then I went to the movie and TV store, and they had quite a lot of cool stuff. Now a lot of it seems to be like new old stock, so they have a section right at the back where there's like almost like second-hand items or new old end-of-line items. And most of the store is just a normal retail store, lots of cool nerdy stuff in packaging, brand new items, stuff like that. But then towards the back, as I mentioned, there's just like random magazines, booklets, things that you wouldn't necessarily expect to see in that sort of shop. So I'm pretty sure that the shops must be somewhat independently owned, and the person obviously just, you know, takes trade-ins or something like that. So anyway, I was having a look at the back and I found some pretty cool like rare old items. So yeah, some really good profit in this, I'm hoping. So the first couple of items I picked up were these musical Bing Bong figures. Now these are from Inside Out, and they were £4.99 each, and I looked on eBay and someone had one listed for like £30 and someone had one for like £15 opened. So I figured for, you know, a fiver I'll take a gamble on it. So I picked this up, and I also got a second one as well, so that was £10 for those two. Now I have listed those for £25, so fingers crossed they sell. If they don't, then I'll just reduce them slightly, but I think if I can get at least 15 from them, I'll be happy with that. Then the next items, which I thought were pretty cool, were these Zelda posters. So I picked up a couple of these, and there's 2 sets. Now they were more expensive than I wanted to pay, but I was already sold on buying them. So these are pre-order posters from the Nintendo store when the game came out. So we've got Tears of the Kingdom. Now this was £4.99, and the next one is Link's Awakening, which was also, sorry, this was £3.99, so it was £9 for the 2, and I picked up 2 for myself. So I've got myself a copy, and I've got 2 to sell on eBay. So these ones on eBay, I think that one only goes for like £6 or £7, and I think that one goes for around about 6 or 7 as well. So between the two, I've listed them for like £12 plus postage, so a bit of a flop. I paid £9 for those. So I didn't realise they were going to be as cheap as they were. I thought there'd be some value in it, but there weren't much signal, so I just gambled on them really. And the next items were these Pokemon magazines. Now these caught my eye, and they were £1.99 each, so £2 each. Paid just under £6 for the 3 of them, and the one is Pokemon Adventures, and it's the Snorlax stop, and it's a hardback kind of like Viz Comics. Now these are from 1999, they're in English, and they're pretty cool. So this one is unread. Now when I was taking the pictures, the spine hasn't been like broken, so you can't really bend it further than that without like creasing it. So this is essentially new and unread, and in there, I don't want to open it fully because I've already took the pictures for eBay and stuff, but there's a set of stickers in there as well. So this is pretty much new old stock essentially. These ones might have been read, but they are also very old, and these are from 1999. These are also Pokemon, but they are slightly different. And this is the Pikachu Shocks Back series of magazines. Now, I did see that the first edition, first print of these magazines goes for quite a lot. Now, this is the second magazine and the 4th magazine and the 7th printing. So no real value in these other than what they're worth, which is about £6 to £7 a magazine potentially. So I've listed these fairly high. I think I've gone at like £35, but again I can always reduce it. So some of these were going quite high on auction, but I think it depends what print you get. So as I said, mine's 7th printing, so I'm not going to get a fat lot for those, but still a lot more than £2 that they were selling it for. So paid 6, hoping to turn that into about £30. And the last item is either a really good purchase or probably a pretty crap purchase. But I found a random Xbox accessory sealed in the original packaging from about 25 years ago. And this is the original Microsoft Xbox standard AV cable and the SCART adapter. Really random find. They had 6 of these on the shelf. Now if this sells, or if I can get like an offer come in for this for more than say double what I paid, I will be going back and clearing the shelf and buying all of them. But this one was $14.99, and as I said, they had about 5 or 6 on the shelf, and it's just a really random obscure item. So 2002 this came out, and I figured if this was PlayStation, maybe PlayStation 2, and this was like a controller or a PlayStation 2 accessory. I know from collecting Sony stuff in the box, brand new like this would be worth quite a lot of money, same with Nintendo. So I figured why not take a gamble on the Xbox One and see how much I can get for it. So all the ones on eBay were completely opened, no sealed ones, so I'm kind of testing the waters to see how much it sells for. But I've listed this for £55, which sounds a bit crazy, but as I said, Nintendo or PlayStation, if it was the equivalent of that, it'd be going for potentially more than that, or about the same sort of price. So I'm going to gamble on 55, see how much I can get for it. If it sells well, then I'm going to go back and potentially buy some more if they still have them. I'm confident they will, because let's be honest, what the average person's not going to look at an Xbox cable and think, oh, I'm going to have that for 15 quid. But from a collector point of view, definitely worth more than £15. Just got to wait for the right buyer. So hopefully it sells fairly quick. So that is all of the items that I picked up yesterday and today from Aldi. So I will tune back in when I make some more sales. Basically, this week has been really slow so far. So I've only made the 2 sales I went through, I think, yesterday morning, and the 1 sale that I took to the post office on Monday. So not looking good this week in terms of sales, but it's looking good in terms of purchases. Made a load of purchases on the weekend, as you saw at the start of the video, and some more purchases now. So I'm in a bit of a buying mood. And I'm also liaising with a guy for some football stickers, which I might tune in maybe tomorrow if I go pick them up. But there's a guy that I made a contact with at the car boot, so he only lives about 5 minutes down the road, and he's always got some stuff as well. He's a reseller too. He usually does cash in hand stuff. He doesn't really do eBay, so he does a lot of market stalls and stuff like that. And I asked him if he has any cards and stickers, and he texted me a bunch of stuff of what he's got, so I might go and pick some stuff up tomorrow. So if I do go get that, then I'll show you that in the next segment.
83, right?
Yeah.
They're packets, all in 10s. Then I've got 12 packets of those with 9 packets of each.
Right then guys, I've just got back from picking up these football cards. Now there's 83 single packets in here, and then a bunch of there's a tin and there's a bunch of multi-packs. So let's go through these in a bit more detail. So in here are the 2025 official Premier League sticker collection. Now I want to start going through doing more trading card and sticker videos. Now I'm not going to go and buy loads and open them all up on video necessarily, but I did enjoy collecting cards and stickers when I was younger, and now I'm a bit older and I can sort of afford to buy a few more things. And obviously with the eBay buying and selling, if I can get deals like this, then I would certainly like to open some more stickers and cards. And since I've got the YouTube channel, why not open them on camera? But yeah, these are the stickers, and you should get, I think it's 6 stickers per pack. So there's 83 packets in here. Now they retail at £1 each, and I paid 30p a sticker, and then I got a bit of a discount. It came to £60 something, and I said, would you do 60 quid for the whole lot? So yeah, it works out probably about 29p a packet. So in here we've got 12 boxes, and in these boxes are 9 packs of stickers, and then there's 1 collector's tin, which is around somewhere. I think it's down here. So there's 1 collector's tin here. So the tin has 50 stickers inside, and this retails at £10. So I think he wanted £4 for this one, but I got a bit of a discount, so as I said, it's probably about £3 something. And then there's 1 box of Champions League stickers. So there's 8 packs, and there's 3 additional stickers inside. So I don't know if these are the additional stickers, but there's this random pack in there. So I think there's 6 stickers per packet. Yeah, 6 stickers there as well. So I'll probably unbox the Champions League ones for definite in a video, and maybe unbox the tin, and maybe 1 of these and a couple of packets of stickers, and then I will probably sell the rest maybe into piles, because these are only really good enough for the season. Once the season's up, then the price decreases. Now don't get me wrong, I would absolutely love to open all these, but I don't really need all of the contents here. It's just more of a bundle deal, and I can open what I want, enjoy what I want, and then sell the rest. So hopefully there's some good profit to be made. So 30p a packet, I would expect maybe on eBay to sell them at 50p a pack, so I won't make too much profit. But if I can make enough profit that I can get some packs for free and open them on the videos for you guys, then that's the aim here. Speaking of which, there's 83 packs, which is a bit of a random number, so let's just open one, shall we? So I've no idea what happens in terms of shinies and stuff like that nowadays. There used to be a shiny badge, but I think they have shiny players and stuff now. So Igor Thiago, James Garner, used to play for Man United. Areola, the goalkeeper for West Ham. So these are like new stickers that I've not seen before. So like key player. I've kind of gone down the like match attacks route. Jacob Kiowa, I don't know who that is, and Dwight McNeil. And yeah, that is it. Ah, wow, there's only 5 stickers in there. So the Champions League ones have 6. These only have 5. That is a bit of a joke. Don't get me wrong, the stickers look a bit bigger than I remember, and they're better quality. But for a quid, I mean, 20p a sticker, that's a bit pricey. So yeah, I don't think I'll be opening all these up on second thoughts. I thought there was like at least 6 stickers in there, but yeah, 5 stickers, not great for the price. But for 30p a packet, can't argue with that. It's now Friday and I've got some sales to go over. Now, yesterday I had the day off and I've got the day off today as well. Nothing planned. I've not really been doing too much at eBay, but I have been going through those Pokemon cards for the consignment video, which I uploaded recently. And my friend Connor basically sold me some Pokemon cards. Well, he actually gave me them for free on a consignment deal on the basis that I sell them for him. So I've been putting in the work for that, and I've been putting them into sets and stuff. I might do a longer form video on that, go into a bit more detail about how I did it, how I broke it down, how much I'm going to sell them for, etc. And if they do sell, then obviously I can show them on the videos or on that video and go into that in a little bit more detail. But yesterday, a disc only of Red Dead Redemption 2 sold, which I showed in last week's video. I had 2 copies of it because I found 2 steelbooks fairly quickly. So I've been listing them as disc only and they sold. No point recording any footage on that. I can just put a picture on screen. But that one went for, I think it was £11.50 plus postage, so happy for that. So I've got quite a few sales to go through today, so I'm going to try and get these wrapped and posted as quick as I can because it's my day off. So up first, we've got 7 of these Mario figures. So these were a couple of quid each. I think they were £2.99 from TK Maxx. Now, one of them might have been like £3.99 because they had a few runs where they were like £4.99 and they reduced them to £3.99. And then as I've been in TK Maxx longer, they were £2.99. So on average, I probably paid about £3.50 a figure. So there's 7 in this set. So I'll throw a picture or some video footage on screen. But there's 7 in the set. And that one has gone on an offer for 40 quid. Someone sent me an offer for 35. They were up for 45, I think. So I offered 40 and they accepted. So happy to see those go. They are taking up a little bit of room in the boxes. So in terms of the profit on those, it's not fantastic, but it's still profit nonetheless. And it's a brand new item. Quick photo, front and back of each of the figures. Put them in a box. Job's a good one. So there's a few more sales down here, and I've picked most of them already. So I'm just going to go grab them. So over Christmas, I had a problem with this bear that I sent off. Now it's come back pre-wrapped. I think I sent it like this, and I've just sent it back. So I'm not going to open it. But this is a bear which was £1.50 from a charity shop, and it's a Merry Thought bear, so it's very good and really expensive. And I think they're made from like mohair, something like that. And this one doesn't really have an era on it, other than it's from the 90s. So the only thing I could really list this as is just vintage Merry Thought bear. And it's gone for £40 on an offer. Now, I think I sold it for £37.50 last time. So I sold it for a little bit more money. But I've got to take a bit of fees off for the eBay sales, but also some postage from last time. So I had a bit of a kerfuffle with that. But otherwise, not too bad. And 40 quid, happy to get that gone again. So the next sale was another one of these NBA 2K games. Now, I bought a load of these for, I think it was 62 copies for £150 cash. They worked out £2.82 a copy, something like that, if I did the maths correct. And with that, I have sold probably about 20 to 25 of them. And then I think they sold out on my store and I forgot to update the quantity. So I didn't want to put like 60 quantity. I want to have the quantity fairly low so people think that there's not many left in stock and it just encourages an extra sale. And I think what's happened is they ran out at some point on my store and I've forgotten about them and thought, oh, these haven't sold very well. I haven't sold any of these in like 6 months. So I checked the other day, noticed they wasn't listed. So I've relisted them. And they've actually been selling now for a little bit more than what they were originally. So I think when I had these, I was listing them for £7.50 free postage. Now it's £6.95 plus postage. So I'm getting about £8.50 for them, and I've sold 2 within the week. The next one is a PGA Tour Tiger Woods hat. So this one was £7 from TK Maxx in the clearance. I listed it for £22 as it's like an American hat. They don't really seem to have too many on the UK store. Someone sent me an offer for 15, which I thought was a little low after fees and stuff. I don't mind accepting 15 quid, but after fees and postage, I'm only going to get like £11. So I thought, let's counter offer with £18 plus postage on top. So they've accepted that one as well. So the next item is not really a fail as such, but I did pick these up for myself from a Vans outlet store, and they're a pair of these lady Vans. Now, I love lime green, and my car is green, you might have noticed in my videos. So green is my favourite colour, and these were nice, but I don't know what it is about them. There's just something about them that stopped me from wearing them. I did buy 2 pairs very similar. One was like a plain green colour, and one with these, and I thought I'll get around to wearing them at some point. And the longer they've been in my garage, I just thought it's new stock. is an extra £35–40, so why not sell them? Now I think I paid £21 for these from the Vans outlet, and I listed them for about £40–45, and someone sent an offer for £35, so those have gone. So happy to get those gone. Still made profit on them at the end of the day, but I did buy those for myself initially. And the last sale is one of the watches, which I'm happy to see go because they have been lingering for a while. So it's still lights up, that's good. So these specific watches, I don't know how you can see that, they have a little button where the dial lights up. Now these are like €180 RRP, and these came from the watch bundle, so it only owes me a tenner, and that's why I accepted the offer. So they were listed for 35, which is kind of my bottom price really. I've been listing them for a lot more, but they just aren't selling at that price. And I kind of understand it. I'm not a watch shop. I don't really have guarantees and stuff like that, so I can kind of see why people don't want to pay the full price for them. But anyway, I've been listing them for around about 40 quid, and I've reduced them all to 35, and someone sent an offer for 30. So to get it gone, it's still £20 profit minus some fees. So probably about 15 quid profit on that one, and not bad for a tenner into 30. So yeah, that is all the sales. I'm going to go and get those wraps now and head to the post office, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day off. Regarding those Pokemon cards, I think I'm going to carry on with those this evening and maybe list a couple. Right, it's past midnight on Friday and I've made 3 more sales. It's time to go over them, and then that really will wrap up the week. So in no particular order, the first one that sold was this Shift 2 Unleashed on the PS3. This is a Need for Speed game that I picked up from the charity shop for £1.99 about 2 weeks ago, and it sold for £4.50 plus postage. The next one is this vintage Woody doll. It's only about 10 to 12 inches tall, and this was £1 from the car boot. It still has the original Toy Story 2 tag on there, which is pretty cool. Now, it does have a rip in it, which I've just noticed, so hopefully that's in the listing. Otherwise, that's ripped from being in the box, but I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, that was £1 from the car boot, and that has sold for £12.99 plus postage. And the last sale, I'm pleased to say, is one that I showed you earlier on in the episode, and I picked this up from the TV movie store for £4.99, and that is this interactive musical Bing Bong toy, and it was £4.99, and this was sold for £25 plus postage. So really, really happy with the markup on that one, and I've still got another one to sell. £10 paid for 2, and I've sold 1 for £25 with 1 left to sell. So very, very happy with that. And with that, that is all of the sales for the week done. I'm going to go over the results tomorrow because I haven't worked them out just yet. So yeah, that is everything to wrap up the week. Thank you very much for watching so far, and we'll get into the results next. Alright then guys, this is the segment of the video where I like to go over all of the results, and I'll tell you exactly how many items sold this week and how much I made in terms of profit once all the deductions and fees have come out. Now, it's been a bit of a strange week in terms of the first couple of days were very, very slow, made very few sales, and the sales I did make wasn't that great. And then I had not a huge influx, but I'd say towards payday, got quite a big influx of sales on Thursday and Friday night, which has somewhat saved the week and made it a bit more interesting. Otherwise it would have been fairly boring. However, I have bought quite a lot of stuff this week, a lot more than normal, and that's kind of padded out the video, so sorry if the video is a bit longer than usual, but there's quite a lot of cool stuff to go over. So I have made 13 sales this week, which is quite surprising, as I said, considering at the start of the week I'd only made 3 by about Wednesday. But everything that came into the business was £301.62, so that was the gross sales. The eBay fees this week were £51.10, and the postage was £34.52. The cost to buy was quite high this week, as there's some fairly high value items in there, and that was £94.66, which leaves me with a net profit of £121.34. So that has beat my £100 a week target. As the car boot season comes in, I'm going to up that to 150 because I'm going to be buying more stock and hopefully listing more stock, and as a result getting some more sales. But until then, we're going to keep it as £100. So I beat my target this week, so very happy with that. Now, just a quick announcement, I am going to the Black Country Gaming Market tomorrow, so it's Saturday night, and the event is the 2nd of March. So by the time this video is live, that event would have already been and gone, and I am planning on doing a video on that. So if you're into gaming and you want to see the market in a bit more detail and what pickups potentially I pick up, then look out for that video too. I'm also planning on doing a PS3 challenge update video, so I've done 2 episodes so far where I'm going to try and complete the PS3 collection. There's not really a time limit to it, but I've got about 130 games left to get, and I'm going to the gaming market tomorrow. Now, I did make some purchases today, as mentioned, so I will keep some of those games aside for that video, simply because some of them are for the PS3 collection, and if I pick up any PS3 games from the gaming market tomorrow, then I'm going to be going through those as well, so I'll add those to that video. just to sort of make those videos a bit more interesting, because I want to make sure I've got as many games that I'm picking up in those videos as possible, so that people are enjoying those videos as well. So yeah, not a bad week, not really anything else to go over. Made some good purchases, made a few decent sales, and that is it. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you do like these videos and you want to see more content like this, whether it's eBay reselling or video game collecting, and recently I've been getting into like trading cards and stickers and stuff, and I want to be doing more unboxings of those. Some of them I might open up, some of them I might sell, I haven't decided yet, but either way, that's the sort of content going forward you're going to see on this channel. And as the car boot season starts, sort of end of March time, so within the next month or so, you should start seeing some car boot videos as well. But until then, I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.